Hello everyone, this is the first episode of Python Fundamentals, and in this video we will mainly cover three main topics: the print function, variables and input. So let's get started. So the print function is basically used to print something in the terminal. So this is how we do it. So first you have to write the print word like this, and you have to give braces. So within these braces you have to put two inverted commas, and whatever you want to print you have to write that text in between these inverted commas, and in that way we can print something whatever we want. So let's see with that with an example. So we'll switch the scene, and this is how. So first you have given written the print function, and we have given two braces, and within that braces we have given two double inverted commas, and between that we have written hello world, which we want to print. So if we click the run button, that's how it works. So you can see the hello world has been printed on the terminal. Okay, so the next topic, that is variables. So what are variables? Variables are variables are kind of containers in which we can store some kind of xyz data, or like 1 2 3 numbers, integers, something, anything. Like you can store anything you want inside a variable, and we can also name variables of our choice, but there are certain rules for naming variables. For example, like we cannot use special characters, we cannot use keywords, we cannot use we cannot use a number as the first letter of the name of the variable. So these are some limitations of naming of that variable. So let's see. So how we can use these variables. For example, let us consider, let's name a variable, for example, var, and we can put any value, like we can store any value of our choice inside that variable. For example, we want to store a number, for example 1 2 3 4. Okay, so after storing this number inside this variable, how can we print it? So simply we can use the print function. For example, print, then give the bracket, then the braces, whatever, parenthesis, the language of computer, and within that you write the name of the variable. For example, in our case this is var, and what it will do is simply print this variable in the terminal. Now we can also instead of storing an integer, we can also store a string. For example, let's name another variable var underscore 1. Let's yes, and one more thing, for every time you store a string, you have to write it with double inverted commas to distinguish it, or else maybe there will be some error or something of that kind. So let's say something of like abc, and so to print this in the same way, print and then var, and this will print. So let's see that with an example. Let's switch the scene now, right now. Okay, so let's create a variable. So let's var equal to, let's say 1 2 3 4, and then print. We will print the variable. So we will write the name of the variable, that's var, and let's hit the run button, and we can see that we have able to get 1 2 3 4 or the variable that we had stored. So let's try one more example with this. So for the second case, we had taken, you have stored a variable that's a string, like var underscore 1 equals to abc, and let's print that using the print function. Sorry, example underscore 1. Let's hit the run button. So as you can see that we have printed 1 2 3 4 and abc both. So this is a a quick overview of what variable is. I would like to show one more thing, that for example, you want to know, like a variable is given to you and you want to know what's the data type of the variable. For example, like x, and it's something unknown, something which you don't know. So simply what you can do is you can write the print function inside the braces. You can you have to use this function. That's another, like you have to write type and give braces, and then the name of the variable, name of variable. So let's try that. Let's just switch the scene, and for example, Let's see what kind of data type uh, are the variables we have used. So for example, let's try it out. Use the print function, braces, then type, braces once again, and name of the variable. For in our case it's var. Let's also put the second one, print function, braces, type, then the second variable name, that's var1. Let's see what results we get. So yeah, we have got pretty good results. So the first one is string, that's 1 2 3 4, and the second abc is a sorry, I like misconfused. First one is an integer and second one is a string. So that's I hope that it's clear up to that. So let's get to our last and final topic, and that's input. So how to what this input thing is. So imagine you are a user and you want to uh, take input in your Python program. So simply what we do is there's a function called input, and we have two braces. So what is the work of these braces? So inside these braces, if we put two inverted commas and write something, then while taking input, this text gets print, and after that you can type whatever you want to give an input. One more important fact about this, that whatever you are giving as input must be stored in a variable. So we always have to define a variable. For example, like let's say x, and then input in braces, and for example let's print something of this kind, input and colon, and like this. This can be of any choice, like it's completely upon you. This is the this is the main structure or syntax of how to take an input. So like you have to define a variable and then you have to store that input inside a variable. So let's try this out. So let's switch the scene. Okay, we have input. So for example, we have to first initially define a variable x, then input, sorry, and then we can for example we can write like enter a number. So we have taken an input and stored that inside a variable, but how will you know that what's in a variable? So let's use a print function to see what's actually stored in that variable. So let's do it, print, and the name of the variable, as I had shown you before, that's x. And now you hit the run button. So it's asking to enter a number, let's say 11, and then you see you get the variable that you had entered again written in the form of a text. But this time what happens is, maybe this time it's 11 is a number, but it actually gets stored in the form of a text, and I will show you I can prove that to you. So if we write print, then braces, and then type again x, and the name of the variable, so what you will see is it's a string type. Let me put in a number 11 once more. You can see that the class is string. Okay, so this was all about today's video. I hope you liked it.